Quite frankly, we have attended and worked with other conferences, and this was by far, has been so far by far the highest quality conference that we've attended.
I want to inform people about the work that we're doing, but largely just draw attention to the coming token economy and how blockchain is actually potentially transformative for our economy. It will be transformative somewhere, and frankly the United States needs to develop a bigger sense of urgency. And I think the real issue there is education, because there's just a lot of people that don't actually understand what this is or the potential. It's a little bit like the early days of the internet.
Major global banks are investing in blockchain technologies. There are pilots underway now looking at the reform of how global trade finance happens, how shipping and shipping finance happens, how FX trade occurs. Now it's a question of how does the crypto economy blend with or actually become a part of the formal financial system.
We sponsored this conference because we believe it's really important. It is important to reach out to people involved in government and business and everything about the blockchain, and we want to promote this technology because we believe that it really makes the world a better place.
I believe there's a number of technology disruptions coming that can potentially crash the price of healthcare, change so many things in our society. But blockchain, distributed ledger, becomes the rails that the data runs on.
I feel like this conference is a great point and place to engage on the future of blockchain technology. She brought a lot of the leading thinkers on blockchain technology from a regulatory perspective, from a policy perspective, as well as from an operations perspective. And for me, that's a very unique opportunity to kind of get and both industry and government, and that's a very unique opportunity to bring those perspectives together and learn. So that's what brought me here. So Carol, and then the content of this conference is fantastic.
Well, I think events like this are important because they bring people together from different domains. For example, we were in a meeting yesterday. We've got people from the legislative branch, people from the executive branch in government. We've got people in the private sector, people in the financial industry. And when you bring all those people together in one place, you get some really interesting ideas.
I looked at the agenda and I thought this conference had more content than I've seen in previous conferences, and it hasn't disappointed. The meat in these discussions and the way people dig into really get into the trenches and dig into the details, and the fact that they provide time for Q&A and audience participation has been really meaningful to me.
I'm participating in quite a few sessions and I learned a lot myself. We had a panel with David Martin and Professor Jim Liu that was funny and entertaining, and people could learn things that follow the thing that Jose Arrieta started in the morning, and then Oki and other people continue in the afternoon, and David followed. So I really think that the quality of the panel is really good.
About 6 years ago, became convinced that not only Bitcoin, but underlying blockchain technology was going to be equivalent or even larger in value creation than the internet was.
I've sat in on a couple of panels, one most recently with 3 former and current regulators, and they were talking about capital formation and compliance with blockchain, and I think they raised some pretty interesting issues. So it's for me just to hear people who are in their element talking together. These are opportunities you never get to see really anywhere else unless you are at a conference like this with really, I think, high quality people.
I can say because of the way that it's been structured around serious, robust discussions about what's possible and lessons learned. For us, Remedy, we're going to have announcements later in the year that at the moment we can't share, and we're excited. They were seated here with other companies, with some potential project owners, and I know for a fact we're not the only one. So I think it'll be exciting to see the next BlockChainge. What's the status of projects that started here, and that be a tradition that moves forward in future conferences.
I simply want to express my appreciation to the organizers of this event. It's forward-thinking, and even things such as the title of BlockChainge, getting a concept right in up front this world is changing, and let's get on board with it and be a part of solving it.
If I'm invited, I will be back as a speaker or as an attendee.
And if you don't catch the wave, you're going to be left behind completely.